Hello and welcome to my Genesis Farking deck profile. I think this is the best way to play. And I'll show you right now. How do you spend your points? Well, it's not that difficult. You want 3 Ponix, 3 Kirin, and 2 Canix. This card is 10, this is 10, and this is 20. So that's 100 points. That's done. Now we need to figure out how do we use the rest of our deck. I put in 3 Grunix, you have to. Then I put in 2 copies of Barong. Barong is pretty nice in Genesis because the format is slower. You can actually afford to wait a turn to get whatever card you need. Also increases your consistency whenever you open like awkward hands with Barong and Arvata. It also makes it so because you don't have link plays, you can just add your Kirin during the end phase. Then you can start playing on their turn. You have 2 Arvata because we have space to fill. And 1 copy of all the runnings. This is not it for the monsters, but this is it for the Farking monsters. Now, 0-point card, by the way, Extra, also known as Pot of Greed in this deck. We are running also 3 Sanctuary and 2 Island. We want to see these cards. They are just the way you start playing. Now for the quote-unquote non-engine, I'm running 1 copy of Circle. This is really good for OTKs because you're Farking. This big guy you can attack for 3k, then you can activate Circle, revive something. This will revive itself on something else, and that's like at least 10k on the board. We're also running 3 copies of Skyburn because this is a really good card in this deck. It triggers all your stuff. Even in your bad hands where you have Barong and Skyburn, you can win those games because you can, as long as you don't die, you can just search your combos and that's fine. We like Skyburn so much that we're running 3 more. Final Bringer of the End of Time. It's a funny card. It's a quick play. You target 1 monster in control and 1 other card on the field and you destroy them both. You can only use this card once per turn. The thing is, we have 6 Skyburns, right? So the chance of opening is pretty high. And this can even destroy like weird monsters. Like my opponents gave me stuff with Gold Pride and I just popped the token they gave me and popped their guy. Now, so I think it's pretty good. The rest of the non-engine is an also free engine, which is Fire Attacker and Impulse. This is so good, this format. People don't usually play Ash. And you can draw into your Fire King hand traps. So you technically don't have any hand traps that you can use. But if you can start your Fire King engine very easily. Also for Fire Monster is Dogaran, the Flame Kaiju. This outs towers and weird stuff that Fire King usually doesn't have an out to. But this card is easy to not searchable, but you can stall games to the point to where you get this to your hand. I was playing a Genesis game before locals, and I ended up with a like almost 30 turn game against a Cyber Dragon slash Cyber Dark because they summoned the big fusion that's like 4k and unaffected. So I just kept on reviving all my guys until I drew into my Dogaran. He summoned 2 of them. So I outed the first one. Then I just drew into like 30 cards in my deck for turn. And the last cards are the True King Agnimazud the Vanisher. This is a really interesting card that I have been trying out. Basically, in your hand, he pops 2 other monsters, including a fire, from your hand or face up field. And if both were fire, you also banish a monster you banish a monster from your opponent's field or grave non-target. So you activate this in hand, you pop 2 Fire Kings in your hand, you summon it and you don't target banish something. I think it's pretty nice. It didn't come up that often. The one time it could have came up, I was better off just destroying off island to search for Grunix. This is it for the main deck. Now let's move to the extra deck. There's not much you can do in the extra deck with this format. It's just 3 copies of big Garunix, and the rest is just fluff that I thought I might summon Ripover just to stall. Giant Hand is to negate some weird stuff. Ragna Zero is also just here to cover stuff. I put in 3 Tornado Dragon, 1 of these guy and 2 Dings. I never summon any of them at all, and I don't think you necessarily need to, but it's good to have the option, and you actually just need cards in your extra deck for extra. For the side deck, we are running 3 more Kaijus. I would rather have Gamasia because of level 8 that I can also summon to my board, but I don't have it. So this one does the job just fine. If I open 2 Kaijus, I can just summon one, take the other. It's not that big of a deal. It's also not good to have Gamasia, never mind, because you want to give your opponents Kaiju that have at least 28 attack, so you can crash your big Garunix into them. But the Gamasia is also fine, because you don't need to always crash the big ones. And I'm also running 1 Rangbali in the side, just to boost my engine going first. And I really don't like this card. I think this guy's really bad, but it's a spell trap negate, so that's, I think it's worth a side X slot. The last cards are 3 Dark Ruler. This is very simple. My opponent's playing a combo deck. I'm gonna Dark Ruler them. 3 Spellbound. This is like very funny. Not funny for my opponent. It's like a soft floodgate. You activate this. Every monster on their field can't be tributed or used for Synchro, XYZ, Link, all that stuff. So, and he's also a quick play, so it comes up in weird scenarios where in the mirror match, this is somewhat useful, but you wouldn't use it. I did this against Centurion, where they summon 2 guys and I go, yeah, field spell, chain, spellbound. That's what I would have done if they didn't eradicate or virus me for 6 spells and I just scooped. But I think this card is really nice. Also, I'm running 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, because if it can't be destroyed, it can be banished. And to finish the last 2 cards is 2 copies of Draco Tail Flame. I chose this because it's just a spell negate. Nothing special. No one's running Ash Blossom. Few people no one will be running Bell for sure. So I chose to put this in just to protect my island from Cosmic Cyclones going second. That's it. I hope you like, subscribe. I have 99 subscribers at the moment. You can change that by subscribing. All right, thank you. Bye bye.